Good morning, everybody. This is Kara Jones with PresenterMedia. Today I'm bringing you just a quick video to show you how our latest customizer is shaping up. What we changed is we changed up the number of layers of customizable colors within an object. The end result of this is not only can you as a user select different skin tones for the end clip art item, you can actually select different layers of accents to be able to change. So for example, we have our default skin tones, which will be available for our clip art, we'll call them humanoids, moving forward. And you can see that this is only changing the layer that includes skin on the character. So we can change her hair color as well, and this is completely separate from the skin tone. So imagine if you want to have, someone who's blonde with a darker tone, you can do that. If you want to have someone go with that gray color, you can do that as well. Then we have the variations in the accents. You can see that the accents here, this is only changing her headband and the color of her shirt and the logo on her shirt. Then we have our tints, which I'm sure you guys remember from our original customizer that's been in place for years and years, where you can be able to tint the entire image out. The cool thing is once you apply a tint, you can still go back and change these individual colors. Now let's say that you start with this particular person and you want her colors to change, but none of these options work just right for you. So that's when we're going to go into the advanced tab, and now you see once we have this open, we actually have shadow opacity, which is going to be the opaque nature of the shadow, which you can see here in the background. So you can be able to change how much shadow you do or do not have. Think of that if you're doing this as a logo or you don't want to show depth of field, getting rid of that shadow can be very helpful for you. The reflection opacity, same thing. So her reflection is right by her shoes and next to that ruler. We can be able to modify that. Skin color, again, this is going to be where her head, arms, and knees are. And you can be able to adjust the hue, saturation, and brightness. Now this is if you have a very specific hue that you're trying to achieve, and it's not one of the presets that we have. So let's say you want someone who has any particular shade, but if you want to, say that they end up being a little green, they're getting a little sick, you can be able to tweak just the skin tone and be able to have that work for you, no matter what the particular layer ends up being. Let's give her we'll say a more normal skin tone, get out of those greens. And as you can tell, I'm not an artist. I just switched back and grabbed a preset because it's easier for me. And that's what we're all about, guys, is we are trying to make everything easier for our customers. So where was I? Skin color, right. You can be able to change all of these various presets on your skin color, make it work for you. Hair color, again, this is going to be the hair around the headband, not the headband itself, just all the hair that's around it. And the nice thing is we're going to be able to implement this with our female characters or our male characters with hair. Don't get too excited by it. I am pushing really hard for us to get hairstyles to be able to get updated. So instead of just having one style, you can pick between a library of styles, but can't promise when that's coming, but I can promise that I'm pushing for it. So we can give her whatever saturation we want to do for her hair color. If you want to say, you can have purple hair this year, you can give someone purple hair. Just remember that it does it for everything. So all the shadows that are in here, if you go too crazy with your brightness, you're going to lose those shadows and she ends up looking a little more two-dimensional. So do make sure that you keep those shadows in place if you want her to continue looking 3D. Last but not least is the accent, and again on her, it's going to be her uniform color and that headband. So if we want to go with shades of blue, we can do that, and it's going to be able to change it. We are modifying the colors. Let's just give her a fun little green color. We'll make her hair, let's just go with red. Let's just make her as red as you can get. There we go. Now we can go ahead and select the size of the image that we want. And again, this is our predefined sizes for our items. So you have your 400, 800, and 1600 pixel for the larger of the sizes. And once you have everything set the way you want, click save and download. You'll see everything gets loaded up. You get your download button right there, and the image is done. That was just a quick rundown of what we're up to on our customizer. I hope you guys felt you learned a little bit today. Let me know if there's anything else that we can teach you, or that you'd be interested in learning for how our customizers work, or if there's things that you would like to be able to see here at PresenterMedia. Again, this is Kara with PresenterMedia. Thanks so much for joining me today. Let's make great presentations, and I'll see you guys in the next one.